السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Al-Andalus Educational Complex, inspiring update education with the national identity and Islamic values. Al-Andalus Primary Private School for Boys, English Department, Grade 3. Unit 9 Story. Students book, pages 118 and 119. Workbook, page 114. Objectives, الأهداف. We're going to introduce new vocabulary. We're going to answer questions. We're going to talk about caring about others' feelings. مراعاة شعور الآخرين. Vocabulary.
Module 9. Story 1. Vocabulary. Nightingale.
Nightingale.
Emperor. Sick. Sing. Sang.
Nightingale. بلبل. Emperor. إمبراطور. Sick. مريض. Sing. يغني. Sang. غنى. Thank you. Read and answer. How many nightingales had the emperor got in the end? The emperor's nightingale. بلبل الإمبراطور. We want to know how many nightingales has got in the end. We have seven pictures. We are going to listen to answer this question. Then we are going to discuss the pictures.
Two. Read and answer. How many nightingales has the emperor got in the end? The emperor's nightingale.
In China, there was an emperor. He wanted a nightingale.
I want a nightingale. They sing very nicely.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The emperor had a nightingale. He was very happy. One day, a box arrived for the emperor. It was a present from the Emperor of Japan. A mechanical nightingale.
Oh, listen. It sings very nicely too.
I'm so happy. Now I've got 2 nightingales.
They're great.
The nightingale was sad. The next morning, it went back to the forest.
Oh no, the nightingale is flying away.
It's okay. I've got the other nightingale.
One day, the other nightingale stopped singing.
Oh no, it doesn't sing anymore.
The emperor was sad all the time.
I want my nightingale back.
The emperor was sick for days. One day, there was music. The nightingale was at the window.
What is this music? Is it my nightingale?
Yes, I can sing for you every day, but my home is in the forest.
The emperor was happy again. Every morning the nightingale sang for him, and then it went back to the forest.
Thank you, Nightingale. Go back home now.
Now, how many nightingales has the emperor got in the end? None, ولا واحد. The mechanical nightingale stopped singing, توقف عن الغناء, and the real lives now in the forest at his real home. Let's talk about pictures. What did the emperor want in the picture number 1? He wanted a nightingale. They brought him a nightingale in picture 2, and there was a present from the emperor of Japan, هدية من إمبراطور اليابان, a mechanical nightingale. What happened to the real nightingale? It became sad and it flew away. Did the emperor care about him? No, he didn't, because he has got a mechanical nightingale. What happened in picture 4? The mechanical nightingale stopped singing. What happened to the emperor? He became sad and he was sick for days. Did the real nightingale come to sing? Yes. And the emperor was happy. And they agreed that the nightingale comes every day to sing, every morning. But it lives in the forest at his home. Thank you. Read again and answer the question. What was the present from the Emperor of Japan? A mechanical nightingale. Thank you. Why did the Emperor sad in picture 5? Because the nightingale flew away. Where is the nightingale's home in picture 7? In the forest. In the forest. Thank you. Read and complete the sentence with your own idea, then discuss. And then the nightingale is happy because it is free now. أنه حر. It likes to be free. Doesn't like to be in a cage. لا يحب أن يكون في قفص. Thank you. Let's think. هيا نفكر. Why is it important? لماذا من المهم to care about your friends and things? يعني تهتم بأصدقائك وأشيائك. Yeah. It's very good to care about your friends' feeling, مشاعرهم, and not try to hurt their feelings ولا تحاول أن تجرح شعورهم. You should care about your friends and your things. تهتم بأغراضك وبأصحابك and your parents at first, في البداية آبائك والديك. It's an Islamic value. هذه قيمة الإسلامية. Caring about others. الاهتمام بالآخرين and their feelings وبمشاعرهم. Thank you very much. Unit 9 Phonics. Stennis books, page 120. Workbook page 115. Objectives. الأهداف. We're going to introduce new sounds. We're going to circle the targeted sounds. We're going to circle the right sounds. We're going to take the sound and write the words. Listen.
Module 9. Phonics. 1. Listen and say. Nd. Nd. Sand. Pond. Friend. Nt. Nt. Plant. Present. Tent.
Again. Nd. Nd. Sand. Sand. Pond. Pond. Friend. Nt. Nt. Plant. Present. Present. Tent. Nd and nt. Two sounds. Thank you. Now listen and say them. Mark the nd sound in yellow and nt sounds in blue. Last week, N. Listen first.
2. Listen and say. Then mark the nd sounds in yellow and the nt sounds in blue. Last weekend.
Where were you? Where were you last weekend? I went to the forest with a very good friend. We saw many trees and picked pretty flowers. We wanted to stay there for hours and hours. We slept in a tent next to a big plant and swam in a pond. Then we made a fire and sat around it.
So where did they go last weekend? They went to the forest. What did they do? They picked flowers and they made a fire. Where did they sleep? They slept in a tent and sat around, and they made fire and sat around it. We want to mark the end sounds in yellow and end sounds in blue, like this. Weekend, and blue, and yellow. Wanted, one, and tent, land, pond, pond, round. Thank you. Now listen and circle. Then say the sounds of the words.
Workbook. Module 9. Phonics. 1. Listen and circle. Then say the sounds of the words.
1. Blonde. 2. Plant. 3. Present. 4. Sand. 5. Tent. 6. Pond.
Number 1, blonde. Number 2, plant. Number 3, present. Number 4, sand. Number 5, tent. Number 6, pond. Thank you. Now look at the pictures and take the correct blend. Then say and write the words. Ant. Ant. Hand. Present. Sunday. Elephant. Thank you. Look and read and say and write 2 more words. Find. Find. Playground. Behind. Count. Student. Restaurant. Thank you very much. Now we have come to the end of our lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.